So, all right. Okay. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, what is patriotism? When I suggested freedom fighter speeches in all Indian languages, someone sent me a message. We are a Kannada club. Why should we have in other languages? And immediately somebody gave a thumbs up. The person I'm going to speak about, Subramanya Bharathi, his thoughts were different. This man traveled the length and breadth of the country and he learned almost all the languages. He was a polyglot. He also loved people of this country, all the people. So he met some Sardars, some Sikhs on his travels, and he said, I like you so much. I like your culture. I'm going to wear a turban. And so he did. Imagine I go to Punjab and I say, I like these people, and I come back, wear a turban, and sit in my clinic. What would my neighbors say? What would my friends say? Family? What about my patients? Such thoughts did not come to Subramanya Bharati. But that was not his claim to fame, wearing a turban. If you go to any place in Tamil Nadu and go out into a house and say, Subramanya Bharati, naam to suna hoga, they will probably tell you a poem by this man. He is a household legend. Subramanya Bharati was born in Tirunelveli in the year 1882, 11th December. From a young age, it was recognized that he's a prodigy, musically inclined. His poetry was wonderful. He started writing at a very young age. At the age of 14, he invited the eminent scholars of the day to a debate, which he won in the court of the king of Tirunelveli somewhere. The king said, this boy, this young man, he must be called Bharati because he is gifted by the goddess Saraswati. Now, Subramanya Bharati was born into a Brahmin family, and as was common in those days, such learned, wise young men went to Banaras for their higher education. And so did he. He went to Banaras, spent some years learning, studying over there, and he came back. Everybody, this learned boy, this Sanskrit scholar, everything, he's come back from Banaras. What has he learned? Well, it seemed that he had gone there and learnt all the wrong things. The first thing he did when he came back, he said, caste system is wrong, and he removed his sacred thread. That was shocking enough. But he put it on a Dalit fellow. And he said, you are no less than a Brahmin. Everybody was stunned. Subramanya Bharati would go specifically to Muslim tea shop owners and say, I will drink tea with you. He had learnt from Sister Nivedita in Banaras that women should be treated with equal respect. And so he fought for women. He fought for their emancipation. He said they must be treated like Mother Shakti. And the strange thing was this man was known to be a learned man. He had translated the Bhagavad Gita into Tamil. He had translated the Patanjali Yoga Sutras into Tamil. The whole country was in a ferment at that time. It was a time of revolution. So everybody was listening to Gandhi, etc., through this man. So all the learnings, all the teachings of Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Mohandas Gandhi, Sri Aurobindo, etc., were coming into the Tamil conscience or consciousness through Subramanya Bharati. And so they accepted these other things also, that maybe we should not ill-treat the other castes. Maybe we should accept women as our equals. Maybe Hindus and Muslims should unite for the sake of this country. In fact, Subramanya Bharati at one point, he said, yes, we all have differences in our country. Many Indians have differences amongst themselves, but we are all children of one mother. So why should a foreigner interfere with us? Such was his thought. His poetry was prolific. He wrote on nature. He wrote on love. He wrote on politics. He wrote on freedom. He wrote on birds. He wrote on gods. So he wrote poems about Shakti, about Muruga, etc., but also poems about Jesus, poems about Allah. He wrote poems about Belgium and Russia. So this man, there was no partiality in his writings. He wanted the whole world to come together. In fact, through his intense passion and hard work, he made the North look at the South and the South look at the North and made the two come together. This was his strong characteristic. Friends, I asked a question: what is patriotism? I believe that patriotism is not saying that I hate China or I hate Pakistan. But the real patriot is one who can say, who can make the Chinese man say, I love India, can make the Pakistani say, I love India. Such was the character of this great revolutionary, Subramanya Bharathi. He brought the whole country together, especially in Tamil Nadu, he brought everyone together. He brought the North and South together. In fact, I would like to end with a very strange, see, this man died at the age of 38. All that he achieved was within such a short lifespan, an incredible life. He is called the Mahakavi. Now, one thing which is very interesting is any person who achieves eminence in Hindi writing, produces great Hindi literary works, or advances the Hindi language in the country, he is given the Subramanya Bharathi Award. Such is the greatness of this man that a North Indian language is given this man's name, the award of this great gentleman. So let us remember that patriotism is being together, coming together, and forgetting our differences through the spirit of Subramanya Bharathi. This is a message I would like to give you. Jai Hind.